understand the nutrition in human, we have to discuss from ingestion to adhesion, how we are taking food and how we are digesting. Then digested a simpler form of the food, how it is utilized by our body, and then unwanted waste material, how it is passing through our body. All these steps we will discuss in the nutrition in humans. As every day everybody wants to like a kind of food, and we are taking a different kind of food in the different timings, but our body every time that is having a digestive system to digest every kind of food. Now first of all I will tell you what is the ingestion. Ingestion means in taking of food in our mouth, and when food will go in our mouth, in mouth there is a pair of different pairs, or we can say kind of teeth is there, which will help to chew the food. And in the mouth only there is a pair of salivary gland which will release the salivary or saliva, we can say. Saliva have the digestive juices to digest the food. There only tongue is present which will help to move food here and there in the mouth only, which will make it slippery, fluffy, pulpy, and we can say it will convert it will help to convert in the small part. After that it will start moving, and you will see in the picture that this is our mouth, and food will go to the mouth, and it will be fluffy and fleshy, we can say soft. After that mouth, this is the alimentary canal, or we can say food canal. Food will come over here. This alimentary canal is flexible. Sometimes when we are engulfing a large amount of food, that time it will just, its inner linings we can say will relax, and it will increase its surface area. So relaxation and contraction, both processes happening with the alimentary canal. This alimentary canal we can say this is the long tube which ends at the stomach, and it will pass the half-chewed or semi-chewed food to the stomach. In the stomach we have different kind of digestion. This is stomach, and stomach we can say this is the wider part of the alimentary canal, because alimentary canals and this stomach's starting point. In the stomach there will be three, we can say, things: digestive juice, mucus, and the hydrochloric. The inner lining of the stomach will release these things, and the digestion, further digestion will be in the stomach with the help of these. First of all, we will discuss the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid kills the germs and provide acidic mediums to digest further that food is there, and it will help in the digestion. If we will see that from where germs came, sometimes what is there that when we are taking food and that food contains the germs, that germs will kill in the stomach by the hydrochloric acid that is secreted by the inner linings of the stomach. Second thing in the stomach, that is digestive juices. Digestive juices contains protein digestive enzyme that is known as the pepsin, which will help to break down the protein into the simpler substances, or we can say simpler parts. After that, in stomach only, third thing is mucus. Mucus help in the digestion, because when the hydrochloric acid provides the acidic medium, then it will control the acid medium and provide the further proper digestion by the mucus. In this case, in the stomach, by the hydrochloric acid, by the mucus, and by the digestive juices, food. Sometimes questions arises that what is the role of mucus? The role of mucus is that it will protect the inner lining of the stomach from the digestive juices the digestive into small parts. And sometimes questions arises that what is the role of hydrochloric acid? Hydrochloric acid kills the germ, provide acid medium and help in the digestion. Now in the stomach, food is digested. It will now move to the small intestine. In the small intestine, you can see that in the small intestine, that from the stomach food will pass in the small intestine, and in the small intestine, its inner linings also secretes the different digestive juices, or we can say enzymes, and here liver and pancreas also releases the digestive juices. By the secretion of pancreas and liver and the inner lining of the small intestine, that it will pass, it will secrete the enzymes. With the help of these things, now in the small intestine, that food which has digested in the stomach will be further digested, and afterward in the small intestine, food will come to the lower part of the small intestine, and here what carbohydrate was there which we have taken in the food, that will convert into the sugar. Sugar is a simpler form, simplest we can say simplest form, and afterward which protein we have taken, that will convert into the amino acid, and the fats will convert into the fatty acid and the glycerol. These will be the end product of the digestion. Sometimes questions ask, what will be the end product of the digestion? The end product of digestion will be carbohydrates break into the sugar, protein breaks into the amino acid, and fats break into the fatty acid and glycerol. In this way, digestion completely, we can say that over here in the small intestine.
The parts of the alimentary canal are buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, rectum, and anus. The food gets digested gradually as it passes through the various parts of the tract. Digestive juices secreted by the salivary glands, liver, and pancreas also aid esophagus or food pipe. The swallowed food from the mouth passes onto the esophagus. The epiglottis, which is a flap-like structure behind the tongue, directs the food into the esophagus and prevents entry into the larynx. The peristaltic movements of the esophagus helps the food to move down the tract till it reaches the stomach. Stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure with thick wall. It is in the shape of a flattened U and is the widest part in the alimentary canal. The food that enters the stomach is churned and mixes with the mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices secreted by the inner lining of the stomach. The acid helps to kill the bacteria present in the food. It also makes the medium in the stomach acidic. The digestive juices secreted by the stomach break down proteins into simpler substances. Then the food is emptied into small intestine. Small intestine. Small intestine is a highly coiled structure and is about 7.5 meters long. As soon as the small intestine receives food from the stomach, the digestive juices from liver and pancreas are mixed into it. Liver. Liver is the largest gland in the human body and is situated in the upper side of the abdomen. To the right, it is reddish-brown in color. It secretes bile, which breaks down fats. Bile is stored in gallbladder between meals. Pancreas. Pancreas is a leaf-shaped and cream-colored gland located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice, which acts and breaks down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. After this is completed, the partially digested food reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where intestinal juices act upon the food and completes digestion of any remaining components in food. The carbohydrates in the food break down into sugars like glucose, fats into fatty acids, and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids.